Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Oh, it might be a... Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna have to put in headphones so it doesn't double. Oh, maybe I should just mute myself. Okay, well, hello there. I don't know how many viewers there are, maybe just a couple, but maybe I'll cut this into an actual video later, but I'll just explain kind of what I'm doing. So this is the camera that I've used for quite a few years. It's a Minolta Autocord from 1958. It's a twin lens reflex camera, but the issue is that the shutter speed, currently the shutter actually sticks a bit. I don't know if oh, this delayed stream is gonna mess me up. Let's see. Sometimes at the mid shutter speeds, the shutter will stick. Oh, there, it's stuck open here, this bottom lens. So that's an issue. You can kind of see it now. It's caused by oil on the blades. You can see it's kind of half closed, which will ruin your shot. Yeah, it's happened before, and I've taken this camera apart a few times now, so I kind of know what to do. I found a camera shop that said they could fix it for 50 pounds, so I thought I'd give them a try, but they didn't really do anything. So, but then I went on eBay and bought another camera for 50 pounds, and this one actually has a working shutter, so that's good. So if anything goes wrong with this shutter, I can always replace it with this one, but hopefully that won't be needed, and I can repair this one. And then I can, so the issue with this camera was that this focusing knob broke. So this is what it looks like. And then this is the one that broke. I actually 3D printed a metal one for this previously, and that's how I fixed it. But I can do the same on this one, then I have another working camera. But let's just get started on removing the screws. If I remember correctly, it's just a few on the surface here. But yeah, if anyone's watching, this can also be a Q&A, so if you have anything you want to ask away, Brompton related or otherwise. I wonder if the previous camera shop I gave it to even tried to fix it. I don't think they really even took up the leather here. Yeah, hopefully I can get this camera working for my trip to France in a few days. Be nice to take some photos using this camera. Oh, where are these screws? TDF Tour de France? Yeah, well, we'll be watching it a bit in Alpe d'Huez. There's like this event. It's called Alpe d'Huez. It's hosted by La Chouette bicycle shop in Paris. And yeah, it should be fun. Oh, there it is. This is the screw I was looking for. Very small screw. Well, looks like I did not replace the screw that was in here last time. Yeah, so it's gonna be away for a few days, bike packing, camping. So we're gonna stay in one specific location for like 4 days, 4 nights, and then kind of like party pace. Russ from yeah, the Russ from Pathless Pedal is gonna be there. Yeah, should definitely be a fun event. And then, yeah, so I'll bring my Brompton, my Bromp knot with the 40mm wide Innova tires, because I think there is some gravel riding as well, so I think those tires should be good for that. And since it's not kind of like a fast riding pace, I think a little bit of extra rolling resistance should be fine. Here we go. All right, I have to open this up. There's no film. I've taken this apart before, so... Oh shoot, I forgot about that nut thingy. Oh, do I have the tool handy here? Forgot about that. Oh. I think I can do this with 2 screwdrivers. Okay, this is gonna be a bit tricky. What can I do? Just trying to find some extra tools. The G-line head tube. Yeah, so I was gonna make another video about that. I probably still will when I come back maybe. Because essentially like I got a measurement on the G-line and I don't know if more head tubes broke, but I saw in the Facebook group, one of the G-line Facebook groups, they posted, one of the admins posted about it. So I guess some of them are acknowledging the fact that it is an actual issue that people are having. This is not the right tool for the job. Oh, I might need different. Hello. Yeah, so I got a measurement off the G-line, or based on some other inferences. Essentially, the G-line head tube metal is only 1.5 millimeters thick. So in my previous video, I assumed it was 2 millimeters, but actually, that was actually an overestimation. So, oh, this is a bit tough to remove. Yeah, so it's a very thin steel, and I'm pretty sure that it's been changed already on the G-line, because that photo I showed. And then some people, even in the group, I guess they work with a lot of Bromptons or something. They said that, oh yeah, there's been multiple changes, but they're like very coy about the details. They won't actually tell you what it is. Oh, how expensive is printing titanium? Oh, one sec. I'm gonna have to dig up the tools for this. So printing titanium, I don't know if you saw, but my carbon fiber titanium rack had had titanium printed parts on it, and each rack with those titanium printed parts was about 70 to 80 pounds, because it kind of depends on the weight of it. I'll have to, actually I think it was like 60 grams of titanium in the kind of titanium printed lugs. It's a factory I found in China who was doing this. And then yeah, that's the price they gave me. Okay, this is definitely a big no-no. But let me find something. Yeah, so it's around 70 pounds to print like 60 grams of titanium, which isn't actually that bad. Oh God. Yes, bring out the hammer. I don't have the right tool here for it. Yeah, I mean, there's factories that'll make anything in China, but yeah, like there's a lot of good brands in China who are doing titanium bikes these days, like Watley or something. Waitley is one of them, and then yeah, there's just a whole bunch. I guess it's like they have the skills there to do it these days. It's not like the most complicated thing. Oops, I should probably hide the credit card details. Whoops. Those expired anyways, I think. Yeah, there's a lot of outsourcing going on. Unless they explicitly say that it's made in the UK or made in US, it's probably outsourced. Which, I mean, I think could still be good to have the aftermarket support of a US company, but whether they're actually good or not at providing that support can be a bit iffy. I know there's quite a few UK-based titanium bike makers, but oh, come on. This is a very hard to remove thing. Yeah, I think the base material of it is still quite expensive, and it's hard to get around that. And then I guess welding, once you do it up to scale, it's probably not too bad in terms of a labor wise. It's probably not much more than the steel bike, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to dig this tool out of somewhere. Rummaging through my random stuff. Yeah, I've hid my camera fixing tools underneath the bed. So, oh. Cannot see chat at the moment. Actually, let me just mute myself for a minute. Okay, kind of back. At least I found my tool set. Let's see. Yeah, those factories just make everything for these companies. So, okay. I found my bag of camera fixing tools. Just gotta find the tool itself. Aha! I got it. I got it. Okay, hopefully the audio's still working. This is the tool I was looking for. Yeah, so it just slots in there. Hello, Michigan biker. Are you in Michigan, US? Hopefully the smoke from Canada's not too bad. Oh boy, it's not looking good up there. This nut is also the most annoying thing to remove, I think, so maybe I need to use this other side actually. Yeah, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Right tool for the right job. Who knew using the right tool will actually make things a lot easier? Oh, are you in Ontario as well? Well, I guess I was. I was from Toronto, so yeah, that was not great. I can't believe he's still in power after all these years. Like what he did to like the Ontario Place waterfront and everything. It's actually terrible. Like, why would you have a spa, open a spa, and then like a giant ass parking lot? And yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyways. Yeah, this is I think it's a very specific maybe camera tool thing. It's not the best one. Setting it is kind of annoying, but yeah, my family was sending pictures. look like a Blade Runner or Mad Max. I think that's it. Yeah, hopefully he loses, but no one's really opposing him. Okay, anyways, okay, I got this nut out finally. So this has like 2 slots here, and that's what that spanner's for, and that just locks it in the back here. Yeah. These wires broke. It's for the flash sync with the shutter here. I never reconnected because I never used flash on this camera. Yeah. Let me see if I remember how to do this. I'll just put this aside for now. So the plan is here to take this apart, dunk everything in lighter fluid, and then dunk it again in isopropyl alcohol. And hopefully it'll get rid of the oil that's on the blades. Taking the blades apart is actually quite a delicate thing, or at least putting them back on is. Like, these screws are crazy how it's machined. Like, I don't know if it'll even catch this on the camera, but yeah, it's nuts. So the only reason this is going as fast as it is because I've done this before. So this has like 2 little holes here for like a very specific spanner that you put the 2 holes in and you turn it. But you can kind of just put something here and yeah, slowly do it this way. And then you rotate this inner ring. And then there's like these little lobes or something. I don't know how close I can get to this camera before I lose focus. It's just an iPhone. But yeah, you just pop this out. Oops. And yeah, I still don't understand where the oil gets onto the blades. I've heard people say it migrates from the focusing coil here, but I don't see how that's even possible. This time I'm gonna clean it. So the other thing I don't have is an ultrasonic cleaner, which I really should get with like all the bike stuff I do and like all the camera stuff. Seems like a good thing to have. I bought a cheap one, but then it kind of burnt itself out. So that's not great. Yeah, this is just, I forget now, that one of them is the shutter mechanism, one of them is like the kind of the timing for the shutter speeds. I think it's this one with the gears. But there's a couple springs here you have to kind of be careful about. It's been a while. Okay, there is the spring that catches to here. Last time, I think when I did this previously, I documented it in photos, but my old WordPress website got hacked, and then I kind of lost the how-to tutorial. But yeah. Crazy how all this works together. Oops. I don't like how they always use flathead screws, but at least the metal they use is pretty good quality and won't strip or something. I'm gonna put everything here and just drench it in isopropyl or lighter fluid first. I guess this one. It is, yeah. These are definitely very similar to like a watch movement because it's the same idea because it's like timing mechanisms and little gears and all that. Yeah. Let's see. The stream is delayed. I don't know if what this will look like on camera. Actually, maybe let me pull up. Yeah. Is in focus. You can kind of see it like this, I suppose. Yeah, so this, depending on kind of, I think it's this little notch here, depending on how far it gets pushed in, that'll set like the shutter speed, I think. So yeah. A lot of little springs and stuff. I also got graphite powder, which is supposed to be a good lubricant for this, so that none of it migrates in the leaf shutter, which jams it. Oh, this flathead does not like it. It does not like it. Do I have a better one? It's so small. What the heck? Is it? Sorry, out of camera here. It's kind of ruining this. Do I have another set of tools here? The Leatherman. Let's see what I got here. Oh, this actually might work. Leatherman to save the day. Nice. Man, I love my Leatherman. So handy. I actually bought a fake one because similar to the Arc if you're into multi-tools, but it's quite nice too, honestly. You don't have to go Leatherman. Okay, where's the second part attached? I think that maybe the reason it wasn't fully clean last time was I didn't want to disassemble the entire thing because it's quite annoying. But let me see if I can. Oh yeah, there's the shutter. So you can kind of see the oil. Oh, let me drink something. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you can kind of see the oil. It's like this slight kind of slick. But that just causes enough friction when the blades close to not cause it not to come out all the way, and that's what causes the shutter to kind of jam closed. I think technically I could just kind of like wipe it clean here, and I think I did that previously and it solved the issue for quite a while. But when the temperatures get really hot, I think the oil kind of migrates from wherever there's extra oil onto the shutter or leaf shutter blades. So yeah, I need to remove it. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, I can also go from the back. So let's see what I'll do. I think I'll go from the back here. Because removing this will help, I believe, access the aperture and shutter blades. This is where I forget what I did. Yeah, so right now, at some of the shutter speeds, like at a slower shutter speed, the shutter will kind of jam. Not really jam. It just doesn't close or open all the way, and then you end up with like a crappily or like a ruined shot essentially because the shutter remains open. Um, yeah, I've ruined quite a few shots like that, which sucks, but I don't know. I've kind of embraced it with film photography. Just, sometimes stuff goes wrong, uh, which I mean it shouldn't, but these cameras are like 70 years old, so. Yeah, I mainly shoot. Um, I have a lot of film from my from stuff I've bought previously. Okay. Oh, here are the blades. Yeah, okay. So essentially when I put it back together, I have to put this down, put the blades onto here, and then put this cap on top. But let's just pop this. So yeah, the shutter, or I mean the aperture is here. It's actually pretty cool. Look at that. The aperture never gets any oil on it, interestingly. I guess it doesn't matter as much because the aperture stays closed or open depending on what you set it to. So even if there is oil, it doesn't matter so much. It doesn't spring back like on an SLR. I know, I'm assuming people know a lot about cameras right now, but I'll just say it anyways in case I make a video of this later. But yeah, this is the aperture. It's very cool. I forget how many blades it was. I think it's like 9 blades. And that was one of the reasons why I really like this camera over some of the other autocords, is that it has more blades so that the bokeh, the out of focus areas, when you stop down, should look a bit nicer than some of the other ones that only have like 7 blades, because the curvature is it's a lot more circular when there's more aperture blades. Yeah, very cool mechanism. I'll have to clean the glass and everything before I put this all back together. But yeah, I think what I will do, because essentially this whole mechanism really doesn't need any lube. So I'm just going to drench this in lighter fluid, but there's a bit of dust on this. Yeah, I'm just going to drench this all in lighter fluid, and then isopropyl alcohol. Hopefully I remember how this all goes back together. Yeah, these are the shutter blades. Just the tiniest film of oil will ruin the shutter mechanism. So I'm just using the lighter fluid as like a solvent, so it should get rid of some of the grease on it. And then I'll kind of, so this is where having an ultrasonic cleaner will help, but I don't have one. Sad. This is my ghetto ultrasonic cleaner. Oh, these tweezers suck. Maybe these are better. Yeah, I think even without wiping them, it looks like the oil's kind of gone. But let's just try to keep track of the ones I've wiped. Yeah, so I want to bring this camera onto the bike packing trip to France in like 5 days. The good thing is I more or less know whether I fixed it immediately. I don't need to like wait for the camera necessarily for the film. I don't think cleaning it will really affect how accurate the shutter speeds are. I'm just gonna live with the fact that either works or it doesn't. Film can be quite forgiving these days with C41 processing and scanning, so I think the plan, I think one of the days we might go up to spectate. I think the organizers will know better, and I think they're about to send a email or something with more details about which day we're going where. But yeah, we'll be in the area when they do the Alpe d'Huez climb, so that'll be exciting. What did you miss? Well, welcome to the stream. I took apart this camera, cleaning the shutter blades, because the little bit of oil on the shutter blades is causing my shutter to kind of jam. Right now I'm just using lighter fluid as a solvent to clean this off, and then isopropyl alcohol to do a kind of final clean, I suppose. I don't know how long this will last. Maybe until my phone camera dies. I was hoping I'd get it done sooner, but I was looking for a tool, and these shutter blades are very hard to pick up. Yeah, just this drenching in the isopropyl alcohol has gotten rid of the kind of oil on the blades. So once this is clean, that should be good. I think the main thing is kind of cleaning these mechanisms of oil as well, so that no more of it kind of migrates into the shutter blades. I don't know what these little flakes in there are. I guess it's good that it's out of there. Anyways, this is my isopropyl alcohol. It's only 96%, but I guess that's good enough. Got it in my Spain trip for my alcohol stove when I couldn't find alcohol anywhere. Could only find it in a random Chinese supermarket because they don't sell isopropyl alcohol in grocery stores or pharmacies, apparently. Yeah. Actually, one thing I've been wondering or packing or just thinking about is packing for the bike packing the France trip. That'll probably be the next video. Just going over what I plan to pack, because it's kind of a different trip where it's camping but staying in the same place for 4 days. It's not what I usually do, so I might have to pack a few more luxuries, I think. And then the event includes food, so I'm wondering if I should even bring like a more sophisticated cooking set, or what stove I should bring. Because normally I would just bring an alcohol stove, but if it's like a kind of glamping style, I might bring my Whisper Light, which would allow more cooking options, but then food's included. So, and then I also have to go there and find fuel, which could be hard. I'm not sure. Let me dry this off. Is this magnetic? yeah, the lighter fluid kind of flashes off, and then you can see there's no more oil on the blades. So, I mean, it's kind of, this fix will work. The question is, can I prevent or get rid of more of the oil in the shutter mechanism? And then hopefully that'll, yeah, just prevent this issue from happening again, because it's going to be hot in France, and I have a feeling the heat causes the oil to migrate onto the blades. So probably gonna have to let this dry out a bit, I suppose. Unless I want to blast it with the hairdryer. Might not be ideal. Oops. Okay. Yeah, definitely need to invest in an ultrasonic cleaner. But I think this will do for just today. Come on. Is this magnetic or no? Watching me struggle picking up these blades for however long this will take. Okay. Let's use two-pronged approach. Oh, this is magnetic, that helps. Okay. Let's see. Man, these tweezers suck. Why are they magnetic now when I don't need them to be? What the heck? Oh. Oh, right, the MacBook is magnetic here, is it? Is there a magnet here? What the hell? Oh my god, there is. Okay, well, that's not helpful. Or is it? No. It's trolling me. Come on. Putting these back into the shutter is also a bit difficult. It's definitely not lint free or anything, but okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to blast this with the hairdryer to get it to dry faster. Same with this. Okay, let's try not to knock anything over here. Should I clean anything else? I guess the spring could use a clean. Okay, let me see if I can find that graphite powder. I've been so messy lately. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, I bought this door lock lubricant. Yeah. So, I think you have to be very careful if applying this. Actually, let me see if there's any other additives in this. It looks kind of sketchy. No clogging of the lock core, no oil and no dust, no pungent smell, no volatility. Whoa, I guess it is just pretty much just like pencil lead. It does feel very smooth. Okay, just have to have a light coating of this near the pivot joints. But they say that a properly functioning shutter mechanism needs very little lubrication, except maybe at some of the pivot joints. But you need quite specialized watch oil, plus a certain type of applicator, I think. Let me just maybe spot clean, see if there's any residue. Nope. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna blast this with the hairdryer. Okay, let me see. Should I mute the stream? It's gonna be very loud. Guess I'll just mute. Okay, back. I think it is quite dry now, but I'll just, this little magnet in the MacBook is annoying. Okay, let's see. So this triggers the shutter, and then there's a spring back. It looks like the spring back mechanism without the shutter blades is fine. And it's literally just like this little piece of metal here that is triggering the spring back. So it doesn't really take much force to overcome that little spring. Very interesting, all these intricate parts. I don't know how clear you can see it. Yeah, just this little spring here. Like, so fragile actually. Crazy. But yeah, I mean, I guess this is still quite, it's not that refined. I mean, you look into watches and it's 1,000 times more refined and smaller, so yeah. But this spring seems okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply some of the graphite powder here, because this is where the shutter blades kind of sit, and a little bit of graphite powder here will reduce friction. So how will I apply this? I think with the good old cotton bud, hopefully. This stuff seems like it would get everywhere with the wrong sneeze. So I'm gonna try to keep it minimal. I mean, this should just be carbon, right? Like it's not toxic, is it? It's my big head in the way. So it's pretty much just a light dusting of graphite powder here, because I mean, I'm sure some of it will end up getting on the lens a bit, so I don't think you need that much. And then maybe some on the back side of this. Yeah. Anyways, get to that later. Okay, now this is where I remember it being quite difficult, because you need to stack these blades back correctly. And I don't think there is a sequence to it, but you just kind of have to be very careful, because it's very easy to knock out of alignment. Let me see if I stop sticking to each other. Might not be able to look at chat. So this big part goes here, and there's a small little hole here. There we go. I think that's it. Or is it backwards? Oh, this is backwards. Goes this way. Or is it backwards? I think it goes like this. No. What am I doing? This way. This way? Wait. How did this go? This is so tricky. Okay, let's just place these on how I think it's supposed to go on. Because I'm pretty sure all the blades are the same and the last blade overlaps. Oh, did I magnetize them or something? Why are they sticking together? What the hell? Oh boy. Okay. What the heck? Why are they magnetized? Oh my god. Did I don't think it... Just from the MacBook? Is that possible? It's not even that strong of a magnet. Oh no. This is gonna be annoying. Okay, chat, how do I demagnetize something? Okay. Can't sneeze. Otherwise, disaster. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter which one I end with, right? At least I don't think I ever paid attention to it previously. Huh. Oh boy. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I ever paid attention to if there's a starting and an end sequence. I think they'll look about the same. This last one just kind of goes back on top of it. I don't think any of these pins are higher than any other. Okay. Okay. Let's, so this is the back cap. I don't want to drench this in anything because, yeah, the aperture blades are still in here and they're pretty clean. I might just clean the lens, give this a good little surface wipe down, and that should be good, I think. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any oil residue. Okay, I don't know who's watching, but if you're watching and you have questions, let me know. Whoa, this is leaving a weird residue. Well, I guess I did wipe something off. Off camera, sorry. Again, I'm gonna just give it a slight dusting of the graphite powder after this. Okay. Actually, clean the lens first. Oh God. Lens cleaning tool. Clean enough. Clean enough. Friction reducer. Here we go. Should be good for the shutter too. Gonna try to get some in the slot for the shutter. I mean the aperture. Let's see. Does that feel better? Maybe. Okay. Now, how does this go on again? Like this? Gotta be careful not to disturb the shutter blades. Okay, that seems to have gone in. Oops. Oh, did I organize my screws properly? What were the 3 screws that went here? I think it was these ones. Okay. Okay. What do we have here? Aperture moves. Oh, oh, that's a lot of powder. That's no good. That's no good. Also, it does not seem to want to open all the way. Okay, might have some work to do here. It's never gonna be this easy, was it? Oh. I can probably just blow out the extra, but the more worrying thing, maybe not worrying, but it's not, the shutter's not going all the way out. Something is preventing it. I can probably figure it out when I take it apart. Okay, back to the drawing board. Let's see. Take this apart. Okay, round two. I think I need to get some of this powder off. Aperture is fine now, or still. It's this mechanism here. So see, okay, now it opens all the way. So this is what I want. But when that thing is on before, it wasn't allowing it to open all the way. Question is why? Also, I feel like the spring is not overcoming the friction. I wonder if it's still not dry enough. Guess it was a bit fast in reassembling. I'm trying to see. I don't think there's from what I can tell, there's no sequence that I was supposed to reassemble it with, but I could be wrong. Fully open, closed. Should I just try to reassemble and hope for the best? Let's see. I'm gonna dust off a bit of this, maybe a bit too much. Okay. Seemed to be some kind of interference when I put this back together, so let's see. Be nice to have this completed on the live stream, but let's see. Maybe I'll just have a non-working camera at the end of this. Have to do a shutter transplant from the other camera, but I don't know. The only issue with the other camera is the lens elements are not as good condition, and the body itself is quite beat up. Okay. It's still stuck on something. Is it here? What is it stuck on? Let me brush off this graphite dust too. Okay. This is interfering with something here. Does not like it. What could it be? What could it be? Oh, maybe it's not actually seated properly at the moment. This blade is out of alignment right now. Okay, disassembly number 3. And here I was hoping it would go so easy. I think these screws are all the same size. See, bikes are a lot easier to work on than cameras. Actually, maybe the screw is a bit longer. Could that be it? I don't see how that would interfere with anything. Okay. Oh, keep bumping into this thing. There's something on the blade here. Wondering what's interfering, because this is kind of cool. Closed, open. This one not open all the way. The thing is, like, with these shutters, when you look at it, there's only so many ways it can be misaligned. because the blade stops itself when it gets to that edge there. So when it gets stopped here, there must be something interfering. Could it be like here? There's some kind of hole here. Pretty sure all the blade shapes are the same. Okay. There's something here that would be interfering. It's a mystery. I guess I can try to hold it like this, give it a try. Oh, didn't like that. Did not like that. Leaf shutters are out of alignment now. Oh no. Gotta do that again. Oh boy. Maybe it's for the better. Maybe there's something wrong here. Let me take a look. Could be that you can only double up the one blade on one of these, but there's no clear marking to show which one. Okay. I'm not even paying attention to chat right now. Okay, nothing's been happening. Maybe there's 3 viewers. Anyways, if there's anything, questions, feel free to ask. But right now I'm just scratching my head at this. Trying to see if there's any indication of the order that the blades are supposed to go back in. Any maker marks? I guess this one looks a bit different. Maybe this is the first blade that goes in, and therefore the double blade. Did I magnetize these shutter blades or something? What the heck? How do you demagnetize metal? You heat it? Is that the thing? It's very annoying. Also, it probably is not good for the shutter if the blades are magnetized and want to stick to each other. It's really magnetized. That's not good. Is it my tweezers, or is it the... Maybe it's just my tweezers. Am I missing a shutter blade? Where did it go? This is magnetized. Oh, this is where. What the heck? They're so sneaky. Literally couldn't even see it. I have a feeling my phone battery is gonna die before this is done. If that's the case, that will be the official end of the stream. Yeah. Oops. Why does it look so dirty? Okay. Get a drink. Okay. I guess I just gotta put this on because if I try to do it like last time, all the things will come undone. Okay, it looks like one of these screws is shorter. Again, maybe I'll try to keep track of where I put the short screw this time. Short screw here with the fork. Let's see. Oh no. Okay, moment of truth. Will this work? No, it's still in the way. Why? What's in the way? It does not want to open all the way. It has to open all the way, otherwise the light doesn't get shown all the way or whatever. It doesn't expose the entire image circle. What's happening? There must be something interfering with it, but what? But what? This is a conundrum that needs to be solved. Is it just this where the short screw goes? Is it that little thing? Okay, this is the short screw. Put it here now. I feel like that's not it. It can't be it. It's probably the sequence of the leaf shutter blades. How come I don't remember this step? Oh no. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Was I just lucky last time? Nope, still doesn't. Okay, one more try in terms of the short screw option. I guess I can always take apart the other shutter to see what I did wrong. Bonus of having two cameras. Still stuck. Still stuck. What is interfering with the thing? It's a mystery. It is a mystery. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let me check this camera. So, when the shutter opens, it opens all the way. It doesn't have like a little thing sticking out. Oh god, this lens is so hazy. But yeah, there's no shutter blade peeking out. So, it shouldn't do that here either. There's got to be something on this side of the shutter mechanism that's interfering. But what? See, I'm using my phone to record this, which in hindsight is not the greatest idea, because now I can't scroll through on pictures to see what I was doing, which is what I usually do. So, the blades have to move out, but this is all kind of flush. There doesn't really seem to be anything sticking out that would interfere. So these pins line up to here. So that means the blades slide out to the outer edge. Let me try this again, where I try not to I'll push this in hard so the blades will, okay, so it's interfering even without any of the screws in, so it's not an issue with the screws, it is something else interfering. And I have a feeling the only thing left is the sequence of the blades, which is going to be annoying because it might just be trial and error to get it right, which could take a while. Oops. Come on. Yeah, there's not really anything here that would indicate. Just cleaning off the shutter thingy here. Okay, how can I sequentially see whether this shutter mechanism is whether there's an order to the blades? Because when I push here without that cap on, the blades retract all the way in. But then when I put that cap on, there's something stopping it from going all the way. Oh, those posts don't go in here. I guess they just kind of move around. This part doesn't. Oh, the post goes here? Yes, this troubleshooting is not the most exciting live stream, but yeah. There seems to be an interference somewhere when this opens all the way, but where? Really stumping me, actually. This is fun to play with, but seeing if I can observe something that is catching. I really can't, because it's goes to the edge. This one goes up here. There's no capture of the blade. What could be causing the issue? Because even if you double up the blade, it doesn't really affect the thickness that much. So why would it catch? So could there be anything else that I'm missing here? Okay. Maybe if I just try it one more time, it'll work. I really don't want to keep redoing the blades because there's really no way to figure it out. Like, if it has to do with the sequence of the blades, there's like one, two, three, four, 6 positions it could possibly be in. So I just have to keep trial and error switching it up. I mean, if you're just jumping into the stream right now, what I said probably doesn't make any sense, but essentially there's a sequence to the shutter blades going inside, and whichever blade comes first, it gets doubled up. So if there's in fact a sequence, then I'm gonna have to take it apart and put it back together like 5 times, 5 more times, which is not fun. It is not fun at all. I'll be very good at placing shutter blades. It's still stuck there. What is it about it? Could it be this thing that's jamming against something? Something does not like this mechanism in here. At least the blades seem to be closing properly. Okay. One other thing. Okay, ideally I need a camera that can take a photo of this. But my most easily accessible camera is my recording camera at the moment. Okay, this is awkward. I have to take my point and shoot. It's really hard to explain everything, but essentially I'm trying to see where it stops and then what this mechanism looks like when I don't have it sandwiched together. Yeah, this is a hard way to do it, but might as well try to fix it while I have it all open here. As I said, the last resort is a shutter transplant from another camera, but I don't think anything's broken. It's just assembled improperly by me at the moment. Okay, so now how do I keep track of where I have placed the shutter blades already? That is the question. Which is the double shutter blade? Oh, I know. I started with this one, yeah. Okay. So I started with this one. I think what I'll do is I'll go, whoops, I will go clockwise. Because I put the double, I started on this one because I thought, okay, maybe there's this little thing. Maybe it's like some kind of maker mark to show that you start here. But I'll just work my way around. Okay. But okay, I was going to see if there was something here interfering. No. So this seems to go all the way. There was no interference in this mechanism here. So it was just in this blade mechanism somehow. Doesn't make sense to me. I don't see how where the blade starts can affect the spacing of this. Let me just review that picture on my camera. Yeah, I was just looking, so this kind of stopped right at, oops. That's not the picture. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at here, where the metal was stopped when the shutter was all assembled. And now when it's disassembled, that metal piece can go all the way. So it's nothing here that's interfering with the blade going all the way. It's something to do with all these blades put together and then the back put on. So yeah. So I was saying I started here last time. I'm gonna start the blade there. I feel like doing this is a good exercise in diagnosing problems. I mean, it's probably not the easiest thing to start, but if you can figure this out, you can probably figure out a lot of problems. I think my back is gonna hurt after this. Oh. Come on. Oh God, stop dropping the blade. Oh no. It's very hard to pick up. Don't ruin the rest. Oh, great, 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 great. That's what I was afraid of. What the heck? Oh my god. No. Okay, this is the first time it's happened on this session, so... Oh, great. Just gonna start all over again. Starting on this one. I'm gonna have to stop the live stream so my wife can sleep. Okay, I'm gonna either when Diane complains or when my battery dies is when I'll stop the live stream, because I have a feeling I won't get this done. Wait, am I going backwards? Doesn't matter. Still ends up with the blade being double, right? Oh my god. I don't think it matters. Forward or backwards. This thing keeps getting caught on this paper. I think these tweezers are bad. What the heck? Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. This is where it starts getting frustrating. This is why when that guy said that they could clean the shutter for me for 50 pounds, I was like, hell yeah. But as you can see, it's not that easy. And yeah, unfortunately I did waste a lot of my time biking back and forth to Camden to try to get that camera fixed. He said he fixed it once, but then it wasn't actually fixed, so I biked to go grab it. I biked to drop it off, biked to get it, and then when I got it home, I realized it wasn't working, and then he's like, oh, bring it back, I'll get it fixed. But then it was not. Then he said, so then I brought it back, and then he's like, oh yeah, I'll let you know when I can, oh my god, get someone to look at it. And that took a few more days. And then, what is happening? Am I doing this wrong? Putting it on backwards or something? So then I had to go back and get it again. These blades want to stick together, which is not good. Not good at all. I feel like this time the sequence I put them down is kind of strange. Feels different. Not in a good way. But maybe different is what I need, because the other way was not working. Ooh, come on. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Don't do this to me. What is happening? I don't even know what's happening anymore. I think I did the sequence going backwards or something, and it feels so weird. Wait. Okay. Okay. I don't want to keep doing this. I don't want to keep doing this. Well, whoever is watching, I feel like your patience is great. Is almost as great as mine. While I continuously screw and unscrew this thing. Oh boy. I wonder if I take apart that. Okay, if this doesn't work, I think I'm gonna have to take apart that other camera and just at least just compare the shutter, because I do want to get this one working. Because all I really need to do is look at what that one looks like, and I think I should be able to determine the sequence of the blades. But let's see. Wait, that's it? That's it? The blade's fully retracted. Oh my god. Okay, somehow that worked. It's literally luck, I think. Okay. Let me get rid of these dirty Q-tips and do another wipe down. Oh wow. Okay. I'm glad I didn't have to do like 4 more permutations of that process. Okay, now I don't even know if I remember how to do this. Let's see. Oh boy. Was this supposed to come out like this? Oh, there we go. I believe it went in this way. Now, there were a couple of different screws here. I'm pretty sure this one went here with that little spring that I'm gonna have to figure out how it goes in. I think this one went here, if I'm not mistaken. Luckily they are different size. I mean, they could have made them all the same, I suppose. Would have been a bit easier. I didn't even need to remove that screw. Pretty sure this one goes here. There is a bit of a... Okay, I don't even know if the magnet is helping or not. God damn it. Okay, I need a non-magnetic bit driver. I think this is also magnetic. Okay. I think the Leatherman. Yes, Leatherman to the rescue again. Only thing is this is super unwieldy to use. I don't even know what I learned from that in terms of the leaf shutter thing. I think it's not so much the sequence in terms of like the first placement, it's where you go after. Terrible at explaining things. What the heck? Why flathead? So I think it matters in terms of it doesn't matter where you put the first blade, it matters whether you go counterclockwise or clockwise. And now I forget which one it was. Maybe when I review this video I'll know. But I guess if it's an issue of which direction, then I guess there's only two directions you can really do. So there's that. Oh God. I don't remember how this goes. Must have gone this way, right? It's like a weird triangular piece. I have a feeling it was this. So the flat side is against the... There's a name for this, and I used to know it, but I don't know it anymore. Whatever the shutter timer mechanism is called. Some kind of escapement, I want to say? I don't even know. Oh. Is it in, or did I? I don't want to... strip it. It looks crooked. Uh-oh. I didn't turn it that hard. Don't think I cross-threaded it, did I? Come on. Ooh. Okay, very nearly cross-threaded that, I think. Okay. This spring is also kind of tricky. Which way did it go? Okay, I think this went underneath here. Ooh. I should have paid more attention while I was disassembling. As I said, I usually use my phone to take pictures of it, but my phone is currently recording. Something like this. No, I think the spring. Spring goes here. Goes around here. I think. But it all really wants to go underneath it. gonna have to give this a try. Remember this spring hooked onto this little metal piece. This little spring is a bigger question. It's a bit tricky because this, what's under here? This, when the cap is on, presses this down, and then this part has to go here because there's like a little cutout there. So I believe this is when you cock the shutter. Currently it seems to be jamming against something. Oh, this thing here. And then when you pull it back here, this should latch on. This little latch should latch onto this metal piece. I don't even know if this is visible based on the... That's too far away. Can I zoom in? Because this will be good to document it, honestly, for my own purposes. How do I zoom? Am I zooming? This is zoomed, maybe? Oh, it's not. Wait, is it delayed? Okay, there we go. Okay, it's zooming. Zooming in. Yeah. So this pulls back, and then this latches on. So even though I don't know where this spring goes, because I didn't take a proper picture of it, I know that this part needs to pull this way, so that means this spring has to go over here, I think. Yeah. Probably latches onto this spot here. Does it? Hopefully I didn't bend it too much or something. It wants to go here. I might have bent this out. It should latch onto something here. I wonder if I bent this out of alignment when I was had this upside down. All I have to do is bend it back. Luckily this spring, it's not that important in terms of how powerful it is, because it's mainly just holding that back. The question is, how do I bend this back while keeping it there? Should be. Should be like this. But it doesn't want to stay. Stay. I mean, I think it should work like this now. So essentially this just needs the spring. So that's what it's doing now. Oh yes, I've almost gotten it back together. There was a bit of a troubleshooting going on. So yeah, this is now hooked onto here, and then when you press the shutter, it will trigger this and do that. Anyways, I think the only way to test it now is to actually put it back together. So, watch repair stream. Only reason I know how to repair this is I've done it before. And I think there probably is still a manual out there somewhere. Some guy probably still has it on some old Web 1.0 website that I found. The problem is this spring does not want to seat where I want it to seat. This is where having a picture would be helpful, because I would have been able to see where exactly the spring was sitting. Yeah. Makes sense. I mean, it's got like a coiled copper wire spring there as well, and that's how it gets its timing and everything. Okay, let me just try to get this spring in place, and then I'm going to put the cap on. Actually, I don't know. We'll have to see. Actually, I realized this spring could probably just go under here. I think that's what it was. Didn't even need to curve anywhere. Come on. It's a very misbehaving spring. There we go. Yeah, the first time I disassembled it, I believe there was a guide. Some kind of website had it. The thing is, like, some of these cameras use the same shutter mechanism. I think it's a Japanese shutter or something. So, even though they're different camera brands, they use similar shutter mechanism. I think it's printed on the front. It's like a... Actually, I think this might be... Oh, Seikosha? It's almost like the Seiko watch brand. I don't know if it's the same company or not. It could be. But this was 1958, so they might have renamed at some point. Yeah, I'm not a huge watch guy though. A hobby I probably will not be getting into. Okay. This is latched on. This needs to be here. Okay, it's got a spring back motion now. Has to be in line with this though. There we go. Okay. I don't think anything's interfering now. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Let me see if I can show this. Yeah, cameras, bikes, watches, and audio. I think, yeah, I'm not that into audio. Honestly, AirPods are pretty good. So this little cutout here, where this arm kind of goes, it sets the shutter speed, and it's kind of cool. Also, there's like a bigger spring here. I feel like that, I believe that one sets the 1/500 because it needs like a stronger spring. Yeah. Let me see if I can. Okay, so this triggers the shutter mechanism. And then, yeah, you can see how this, when there's no movement on that, it's because some other part of this is setting the speed. So the different parts of the shutter dictate the timing of different parts of it. And I think right now some of these aren't moving, so like this should be moving down here, I believe. And then this one should be as well. So I don't think I put this together correctly. Let me see here. Could just be this thing. Oh, it's because okay, you have to caulk it first. Wait, something's preventing me from. Yeah, it's mechanically timed. Yeah, this whole thing is mechanical, so that's. I mean, in some ways it's easy to repair, I guess. In some ways, because like with the cameras in the 80s and stuff, you get like capacitors that go bad, which I guess are repairable to some extent, but it's just more difficult, I think. Or it's a different skill set. I wouldn't say it's more difficult. Okay, this is the shutter caulked now. Oh shoot, am I in frame? So you can kind of see when I turn it here, it has a buzzing sound on this pin. It is that's setting the shutter speed, I believe, on the slower speeds. And then you see there's a down ramp here, and then back to the up ramp. And then when you get to this higher shutter speed, there's this big spring it pushes down, which actually requires a bit of force here. A bit hard to do when your shutter wants to fly apart like that. Actually, I believe this shutter, you're not supposed to switch that shutter speed when the shutter is cocked, just because that requires so much force. You're supposed to let the shutter trigger first. Yeah, how do I trigger the shutter again? Where's the shutter button? Wait, how does this trigger again? I think there's something here that triggers it. Oh, maybe I shouldn't zoom in so much. It's hard to frame. Anyways, I think the shutter trigger is here. Is it here? Somewhere here. I believe it's this. Wait, how do I trigger the shutter? I forget now. Just want to confirm everything's moving freely. Oh yes, there was one other thing. Wait, is it this thing? I think there's one thing that sticks out here. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's the thing that triggers the shutter. Did I put that somewhere? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is the shutter mechanism. No wonder it wasn't triggering. Okay. Let me release this tension a bit before everything goes flying. Okay, so this has to go here. Again, like these little springs, it's a bit hard to tell where they actually go. I believe the trick is always to kind of see what mechanism is trying to trigger. So, okay. The idea of this thing, this is the shutter trigger mechanism, and it's essentially knocking this to release the shutter. Because when this is cocked, this little hook hooks into here, and so this little shutter mechanism button thing essentially pushes this way, and then it'll release the shutter. So based on the shape of this, you kind of have to figure out what part goes there to actually trigger this. So it looks like there's a part that kind of sticks down, piece of bent metal that sticks down, so I assume that that has to go here. I believe. Has to push it like that. This has to sit inside here without. This spring has to be in here, I believe. Yeah. So it springs back. But I think this should be inside this lip. Can't be outside, otherwise it'll get jammed. Or actually, no. No. I think it's upside down. Is it upside down? Oh no, it goes like this, I believe. It's just guessing game here. That's not right. That's not right. If I remember, it's like this big piece sticking out. And then when you press the shutter, it goes like this. So then it pushes this over. Maybe this is enough. It needs to be lower. I'm pretty sure this spring was just tensioned off of this wall. Yeah. There's a spot for, oops. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say how much these cameras were used. And they do all the different, I'm sure they do all the different parts of the metal. I mean, just looking at it, you can tell they use different types of metal for different parts, so it'll account for hard wearing or less hard wearing. Okay, I think I got this. Hopefully my arm is not in the way. This should trigger here. Okay, I'll just put this back on and give it a try. Okay. There's always something kind of sticking out. You don't want to jam it in. Make sure nothing's in the way. Okay. Okay. Let's give this a try again. Cock the shutter. Yep. Wait. Oh, there we go. Wait, it shouldn't open like that when I cock the shutter, I think. Something's weird. It shouldn't open. Why is it opening? It's being caught on something that's triggering the shutter opening. It shouldn't open like that. Okay, another issue it seems like. So it should stay closed even when I cock the shutter, but it's opening. So I think something's caught here that it's not supposed to. Yeah, the whole thing sounds very, very cool. So this isn't supposed to happen. Okay, I think I got it. Is it this spring? I think that was it. I think that was it. Okay. I mean, it's hard to even explain. I don't even barely know what's happening. So, yeah. These layers of metal all have to go down to the right spot. So, before you clamp it all in. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Yeah, this is fully mechanical. Very cool, very cool. These shutter mechanisms are sick. I mean, that's why I like this particular camera. Usually the old cameras I get are all mechanical. Okay, here we go. Aha. The shutter blades stay closed, and then there we go. Uh-oh. Half opened. I think it's just because I'm holding it weird. Let's see. No, you're not supposed to open. What are you doing? I think this is a problem I noticed in my other camera too. It's very hard to diagnose until I close it up. But let me see if I can. It's because this is moving the arm that moves the shutter blades, which it shouldn't do. And the is it because the spring? Oh, this spring. Ooh, there's a spring that's out of alignment here. Okay, disassembly time. I don't like the look of this spring. Where did this spring come from? I think it was from the bottom of this thing. It's like one step forward, 2 steps back. I took out that spring just to see what'll happen. Nothing good. It's not gonna just magically start working again. Why won't the spring just stay down? Stay down. Probably means it's not exactly in the right spot, I think. Thing is, it should just stick under here. Does not want to stay. Okay, let me see. I'm pretty sure that spring wound onto here. No, this one already has a spring. Okay, that spring was here. Oh, okay. So that spring, this spring here that came out keeps the shutter blades closed. So the fact that there's no spring there at the moment means that the shutter just is kind of dead. So I need to reposition this. Okay. Order of operations here. There's like 50 things going on. Let me put the spring back in first, because this is important. Okay. Whoa. Oh God. The spring just flew at me. Oh God, where is it? Uh-oh. I might need a magnet retrieval service here. Where is this spring? Okay. I need a flashlight or something. Oh boy. I'm afraid to get up. What if it's stuck on me somewhere? Oh no. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have to find a light. I think this flashlight I have in here is dead. Yup, it's dead. Okay, I'm just gonna check that it's not on my clothes. And then I'm going to walk away and try to find a flashlight that can find this thing. Oh God. Okay, I've got my camping headlight. This is the drama of a live stream. This is what you've been waiting for. This amazing drama of finding a spring on the ground. I have this headlamp. It is very bright. And hopefully it'll catch, oh God, the light of this, a glint of this spring. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, is this it? No. God damn it. Oh no. This is not a fun time. The good thing is I have another camera to cannibalize, maybe two. But come on. How did this happen? It could just be like on me, like it's such a small, like I don't know if you could even saw it on the stream. It was freaking tiny. Oh no. Where could it be? That bounce literally could have like been anywhere in this direction of the room. Oh no. Well, might just have to end the stream here with the loss of a spring. Why is my headlamp changing light intensity all the time? I wish I had a giant magnet that I could just drag across the room. Oh no. This is a disaster? Is it a disaster? Okay, let me just check the table that it didn't just like bounce over here somewhere. What the heck? I didn't even spring load it. Come on. There's also like a giant pile of clothes on this side of the room. Oh no. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, literally. Oh god. I do have a backup spring from another camera, as I said. Wonder if I even have two. Yeah, technically I have like another camera I could salvage off of. Two more cameras I could salvage off of. But that's just a shame. Because it's not like you can get a replacement spring. If I lose this, it's pretty much one spring gone that hasn't been made since 1958. That would be very sad. Very sad indeed. Well, if you're watching, maybe ask some questions and I can answer them if they're related to anything I do while I search for this spring on the ground. Otherwise, I might just end the stream because this is just wasting precious internet bandwidth. Oh God. I'm gonna have to like scour this side of the room with a magnet, the biggest magnet I have, which is not a very big one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe it's just stuck in my hair. Nope. That was so close. So close. Okay. Yeah, that's true. A vacuum could also potentially work. The thing is, there's like a chair behind me that has some clothes on it, and it could just like flung into this clothes, and like if I'm unlucky, it just like sticks into it, and then yeah. But let me just keep looking for a bit, I guess. Yeah, this is like worst case scenario almost. Short of something breaking, losing a freaking spring is like obviously this could happen. like when looking for something like this, you just gotta keep scanning, keep looking around, right? The glint is what usually catches your eye. Oh boy. I have a feeling the biggest magnet I have is the magnet off of my DJI mic, which isn't very big. Where is it? I mean, I would be happy if it showed up another day. The question is if it'll even show up before I decide to vacuum again. Ugh. It's also getting late now. 10:49. 10:39. Okay. Man, I wish I could like rewind my brain and see where that went. It really just looked like it flew right at me. But I don't see it on me. You know what? Maybe I'll just. I don't want to give up looking for this, but also this camera with the other shutter mechanism, like the lens is like very messed up in terms of fungus and fog, so it's not exactly the most. I found it. I found it. I found it. Oh my God! It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Oh God. I found it. Okay. Look at this freaking thing. Look at this thing. Oh my God. It was just on the ground. I mean, it's carpet, but you know, it's okay. So, back on track. I was saying, yeah, I'm afraid to kiss it. Might just swallow it or breathe it in. But okay, I got a bike related question. Have you owned a Turn Verge bike? Or a different frame style other than Brompton? I haven't owned. Wait, is my stream frozen? Wait, I think my phone's dead. No? Is it moving? Wait, I think my phone's dead. Oh. Never mind. It's I don't know if it was frozen or not, but okay, I see it now anyways. I haven't owned. Actually, I owned a Carbo electric bike for a while. Just because like there was a bike store that was going out of business, so I bought it while it was on sale, and it was actually a pretty fun bike. Okay, I'm just gonna concentrate and get this in here before it flies away again. One end goes in this hole. Okay, get this out of the way. I'm just gonna get this. Let me get this in first. One end goes in this hole. This loops onto here. Oh, this screwdriver with the magnets drive me crazy. What the hell? I need like 3 hands. These tweezers suck. I need to bend it so it's forming a point again, I guess. There we go. There we go. That should be better. So this round part of the spring has to go around this kind of brass looking thing. I feel like I should put this in the hole first and then put the brass around it, but it's very hard to do. Yeah, so I haven't used the turn bifold or any of those other bikes. Mainly Brompton, because I just like the more compact fold, really. Like that Carbo bike, if you want to look it up, CARBO, was a bifold. And I think all bifolds fold approximately the same size. And I just felt it was a bit too big. For me personally, yeah, the Brompton is the way to go. Just so easy to travel with. Toss it in the... How did the spring come out in the first place if it's so hard to put back in? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't know if... Because I know the Turn is actually... I mean, that's a great bike brand. But if I was to get a cargo bike, maybe I would consider Turn. But I've heard good things about the... What is it? The BYB or whatever? But yeah, trifolds are for me. Oh my god, why is this spring so hard to put back in? I'm like 99% sure this is the right place for it too. Sorry if this is off stream or my head's in the way, but getting this in is a priority at the moment. Okay. Danger. Thing is, like, as I push this in, it becomes spring loaded. And then if I really spring load it, it's gonna go fucking flying if I don't get this in right. Oh my god. This is anxiety inducing. Only I could give a better view. What tools do I have to help me do this? I guess this thing, it's magnetized. Why? Oops. Come on. What the heck? If only this was a screw that I could just remove and then screw into it. What the heck? Why you gotta make my life so difficult? This is like doing surgery. I need finer instruments. Oh my god, this is insane. Oh, maybe the key is to hold it by this long arm. I feel like I need tweezers with like tiny rubber pads at the end. Better grip. Maybe I should have watched a professional do this. Oh no. Uh-oh. I think this is still on my desk here somewhere. I heard it ping off some things. Oh my god. Where is it? Oh, I found it. It's in the pool. This is on camera. It's definitely on camera. It's in the pool of stuff. Oh, the isopropyl. Okay. What the heck? This is so annoying. How did this piece come off? And then now it's like random stuff like this just makes... I could have had this together by now. Nice. I never got into that game. Okay. Gotta approach this with a plan. How to get the spring in there. Okay, you guys chat about the turn verge. Is it the same as the Helix 24? I guess there's probably only one 24-inch wheel size, seeing as it's so weird. Yeah, that's one reason why I kind of didn't go with the Acifix D10 when I was in China, because I didn't want to get into too many wheel sizes. But now I have that 20-inch Brompton I built, so I have to have 20-inch tires as well. Okay, this is driving me a bit crazy. Oh, the bike came with the boat? That's cool. There's got to be a better way to do this. How does the Pro put a spring in for this random part like this? It's like a certain spring setting tool. Let's just jam my finger in there and then hope for the best. My heart's racing. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe the key is to get it around. I mean, that kind of makes sense, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people use their bikes like that. I mean, RV people do the same, I suppose. Oh my god. Okay, that time the spring really went flying. I heard it over here. Oh no. Okay, maybe I'm doing it wrong. What the heck? I heard it. I heard it. I'm just making life hard for myself now. Oh boy. I found it again. Okay, I gotta stop doing this. I'm gonna run out of luck finding this stupid spring. Oh god. Okay, maybe I'll just put it in that one spot temporarily. Yeah, I think that it has to go in that hole. Okay. So this is where I'm at. The spring is here. I got it to here. The thing is, this little leg has to go in that hole. Otherwise, the spring doesn't give enough tension to push the shutter closed. Which I think it's supposed to do anyways. Yeah, but every time I try to move this to there, the spring just wants to fly out. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to do. So, what can we do here? Just really hold this in somehow. It's the Q-tip. Will the Q-tip help? You don't have a vise. Maybe using a vise to hold this would be easier. Would that be easier? Okay, bring out all the tools. Oh, this thing is heavy. Oh man, this vise is dirty though. I don't want to dirty my shutter. Okay, maybe some work holding will help. Okay. Serious time bringing out the vise. Okay. in, I believe. Okay, okay, it's in. I just hope this is supposed to be where it is. Oh God, okay. Let's put the spring back as well. I don't know if this spring got bent out of place or what, but it is not behaving well. Oops. Okay. This spring still does not want to go where I want it to go. Just get under there. Come on. Man, I feel like I'm just bending this too much. I have to remove it and bend it. Yikes. Man, I need to sort out this spring though. This one, no, it's this one that's being annoying. I think I need to bend it back in the right shape or something. The problem with this spring is I don't really know exactly where it's supposed to sit. So I need to curl it back this way. really concentrating getting this spring in. It's very fun. Very fun. Not. Okay, that might just do it. That might just do it. Okay, what am I doing here? I think this is right. Oops, finger was in the way. Okay. That's kind of working. Okay, this spring is really... This other spring is not working right now. Gotta figure out this spring. This spring is way too bent out of shape. Oh God. I need to fix it. But I can't bend it back without removing the spring itself, so... Oh. Oh. There we go. Okay, another spring to kind of put back in place after I try to repair this. Yeah, the spring was just kind of bent out of plane, I guess is the term. Yeah, this is the spring. Let's see if I can get this on without struggling a lot. Interesting why they even make it this way, this double spring. I guess you need one side to be tensioned against something so it's closed off. wonder if there's a better way. Okay. Got the center. Oh. No, where did it go? I swear they just fell down somewhere. Didn't spring anywhere. Where'd it go? Oh, got it. This is very, very tricky. Oh, it's back on. Step 1. I just don't understand why. Is this spring really supposed to bend all the way back? Just seems excessive. Okay, let me remove this spring. It'll be easier to see. That seems to be the right amount of spring back. Question is, can I root this other spring underneath without messing around with that one? Oh, my eyes are getting tired staring at these tiny things. Okay. Could this be... Ooh. Okay. Maybe one more test. Looks sandwiched together. Didn't trigger. Why? I think I'm just holding it too tight. Let me see. Okay, maybe, okay, it's not that hard to reassemble. Maybe I'll reassemble it and then actually give it a proper try before anything else goes out of alignment. Okay. This plate goes on. Man, I'm gonna have to clean these blades again. Oops. Make sure I'm not crushing anything. Okay. Wait. Nope. Okay. I think this should be enough for me to test it. Let me just clean off this a bit. Okay, so this cocks the shutter. This should trigger the shutter. Come on, no. What now? Okay. Okay. I mean, I think I know kind of where the issue is. I think it's still this pivot arm that's the issue, maybe. You know what? Maybe it's this. Isn't, this has some adjustment in it. Maybe it's better this way. Yeah, it's not clear why that one part can be adjusted. I wonder if that tunes the shutter speed adjustment. If that's the case, that's very easy to tune incorrectly, which would be somewhat worrying. But let's see here. Okay, try number, I don't know how many, but... What? Still nothing. Ooh. Seems to be caught on something. What could be the issue here? It has to do with those springs, I'd imagine. But I wonder if I damaged it now. Just messing around with it too much. Or it could be the tightness of this. Right now I'm just looking at how all this interacts again to see what would be in the way when I cock it like this. Oops. Okay, I think it's getting late. I'm gonna have to end the stream, even though this is not fixed. I might keep trying at it, because I think I'm almost there. It's probably just these springs and stuff, but and the tightness of the mechanism. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end this. Actually, my battery's dying already as well, so good time to end it. Thanks for tuning in. Unfortunately, this has not been fixed on this live stream. Yeah. And the blades might even be dirtier at this point. But at least there's no oil on them. Yeah. Anyways, peace out.